get into a comfortable position, whatever feels good for you. I've got my injured ankle propped up on a pillow. So if that works for you, then you can do the same, or you can just sit cross-legged or whatever is comfortable. I have both an ankle sprain and a fracture. So I'm going to be moving as gently as possible while still stretching and getting a little bit of heat today. I'd like to introduce this mantra before we get started. My body is healthy. My mind is brilliant. My spirit is tranquil. You won't need yoga props for today's flow, but if you do have a pillow, a towel, and a yoga block, those are the items I'm going to be using today. So as comfortably as you can, get into this straddle-like position. And I'm going to be using my towel to help me slide on the wood floors. Slowly and gently, you want to move forward. And then we'll do a nice stretch to the right with the arm overhead. Then we're going to slide forward again. And then a juicy stretch to the left. And then we're going to go forward again. So we're going to repeat this a few times. We're going to follow our breath in and out as we slide, and in and out as we stretch. And each time we're going to try to go a little bit further. Stretch as far as you can comfortably. We don't want anything to hurt. And nothing is bothering my ankle as we do these movements. So just listen to your body and slide forward, stretch to the left, and then slide forward, each time getting a little lower, and just sit here for a second and breathe into this posture. Then come back up and we'll go right one more time, and then left one more time. Now we're going to move to the front of the mat as comfortably as possible, and I'm getting my pillow to support my ankle. We're going to do some cat-cow stretches. So we're going to come forward, breathe in, going back, breathe out, coming forward, breathe in, stretching back, breathe out, stretching forward, back, forward. One more time, back, and breathe out. Great work. Now we're going to get that pillow and move it to the back of the mat, and as comfortably as you can without hurting your ankle, get into the tabletop position. I'm going to support my ankle with the pillow, and it's going to enable me to get somewhat down into a child's pose. I have my arms almost as wide as the mat, and I'm just going to stretch back as far back as I can go, and then slowly come forward, belly, chest, chin, and then up into a baby cobra, and then gently and slowly push back into a child's pose. And we're going to repeat this flow. We're going to try to be fluid as we move down, and baby cobra, get that nice back bend in, and then gently going back into our child's pose. And then flow slowly forward, baby cobra, and back again. And the pillow really helps me get into a child's pose. I'm not able to get all the way into it because of my ankle hurting. So just do the best you can. And then from here, you're going to want to move into tabletop position. And we're going to start with our right leg. And we're going to kick it out behind us and then knee up to the side. Kick back and knee up. Kick it back gently and then knee up. one more time. Kick it back gently, and then knee up, and then release. I'm gonna prop it on my pillow as we balance this out on the left side. Knee up, kick back, knee up, kick back, knee up, kick back. One more knee up and release. Back in our child's pose, and then flow forward and move into a baby cobra. Slowly push back into our child's pose. And we're going to do that another couple times. Flow forward, knees, chest, chin, baby cobra. And slowly push back into our child's pose. Feel that stretch in your upper body. My child's pose almost felt a little bit like a puppy pose with how my position was, so I don't know if you're feeling like that too, if you're using the pillow for support. But it was a nice chest opening stretch for me. So from here, we're going to gently move forward to a seated position with our legs facing the front of the mat. And you can set the pillow to the side or in the front because I didn't need it for this posture. We're going to do a seated forward fold. So listen to your body. Nothing's supposed to hurt. I was doing great in all of these postures. Stretch up and then fold from the hips down. If you can't reach your toes, then hold on to your calves or wherever you can reach. You want to bend from the hips and fold forward that way. It's not as important for your nose to touch your legs as it is for your waist to bend down over your thighs. From there, we're going to slowly lay back and hug our knees into our chest. Give it a gentle rock side to side. Feel that lower back massage. And just get comfortable and roll side to side. And then your left leg will go down and your right leg will go up. And you can hold behind your thigh or your calf. Your knee can be bent or straight, just as long as you're getting that juicy hamstring stretch. And you'll just breathe into this posture and breathe out. And then we'll transition into thread the needle. And I had to put my right ankle a little forward. I couldn't just rest the ankle on my left thigh by the knee. So do whatever is best for you if you have an injury in your right ankle. And I like to cradle my left thigh with my hands and pull it forward, and that's how I get the best hip stretch in this posture. You can feel it releasing all that tension and stress. Just let everything go and be in this moment as your body is healing. And your left leg will go back down, right leg back up for one more hamstring stretch. I put my nose up to my knee, just stretch and let go. Holding the knee into my chest, I'm just going to circle it a few times and just gently ease out of that posture and breathing into it as I release that leg. Keeping it on that right leg, we're going to get on our elbows and do some leg raises. We're going to do about 10 of them. And this is part of my ankle therapy. So this may be something that your doctor has encouraged you to do too. I'm told a lot of movements where your ankle is above your heart is rehabilitating for the injury. So now we're going to repeat everything on the left side. We're going to pull our left leg into our chest and then holding either behind the thigh or the calf, we're going to get that hamstring stretch in on the left side. Remember, your leg can be bent or straight, whatever is comfortable for you. And we're just going to hold this stretch, and then when you're ready, we're going to move right into the thread the needle. I'm able to put this ankle comfortably in the proper position But if this side is your injured side, do what I did and move it forward. You just feel that tension evaporate as you breathe into this posture. I know it can be intense, so just do the best you can. If anything's hurting, that's not the point, but you should feel a good stretch. And just breathe into it as best you can. And then come on out of it. You did great. And I'm going to pull my left leg back up, nose to knee, getting a hamstring stretch one more time. And then we're going to transition into some leg raises. So again, on this side, we'll do about 10 of them. And we're on our elbows and our legs are straight. And we're just lifting our leg up and down, just breathing into this movement. And I'm getting a visit from my Frenchie Nora. She came to show me her bone. So I'm cradling my knees into my chest, and I'm moving right on into Happy Baby. I had to be a little careful here with my ankle injury. So again, listen to your body. Nothing is supposed to hurt. If any of these postures hurt, skip the postures altogether or modify them as needed. But I was able to do this with no issues. So you're going to breathe into this nice stretch. Cradle our knees into our chest one more time. And now we're going to build a little heat. Like I promised, we're going to do some crunches. About 10 of them to be exact. And we've got our ankles and feet up in the air, our legs bent, and we're just crunching in. I've got my fingertips behind my ears. I'm not using my fingers or hands to pull my head up. It's just where I'm resting them. And now holding our knees into our chest as we set up to do our spinal twist. So my left leg goes down and my right leg goes to the left, and I face the right with my arm stretched out, my right arm stretched out. And if you're able, you can straighten that top leg for a little deeper stretch. And you want your heart to face the sky as you just breathe into this beautiful twist. Now both our legs go up, and we'll do the other side. So the left knee comes over, and I like to straighten my leg. Left arm goes over. I'm looking to the left, stretching to the right, and just twist. Heart to the sky, and breathe. Breathe into this posture, and now we can come out of it and hug our knees into our chest, and it's time for 10 more crunches. Up and down, breathing in and out. You've got this. Just a few more to go. Just building a little bit of heat because, we've had this injury and probably haven't been able to work out or, move the way we usually do. So building a little bit of heat, at least it makes me feel better. So now I've got my arms out and I'm just gently rocking my knees side to side. And then however it's comfortable for you to grab a block. And if you don't have a block, just stay laying back on your mat. Because I'm just going to do an elevated bridge with my legs up. Because remember how I told you anything with our ankles above our heart is supposedly rehabilitating. So I'm going to hold this posture for a few breaths. And if you don't have a block, just put your legs up and just have your back flat on the mat, your arms at your sides. My palms are facing down, and I'm just breathing in and breathing out and breathing in and breathing out and just enjoying this moment with my ankle elevated and my legs elevated. And if you are using a block, I find that it feels really good on my lower back, my tailbone area. When you're ready, come on out of that position. I'm using my good foot to lift up to remove the block. And then we're going to set up for our final posture, our much welcome Shavasana. And you can either use the pillow, I use it for part of the Shavasana, or you can just lay flat on the mat. Either way was comfortable for me today. So I'm going to do both. So we just want to breathe comfortably and gently. And now I want to remind us of the mantra that we started with as we get comfortable into this Shavasana. My body is healthy. My mind is brilliant. My spirit is tranquil. Now just rest, and I'll be back in a moment. So I want to share a quote to further inspire you on your healing journey. Jim Rohn said that life gets better when you get better. So every day, try to be the best version of yourself, to allow your body to heal. Be forgiving when you mess up. Life gets better when you get better. Now stretch your arms overhead, big stretch. You've done so well, and I hope you're feeling great after this flow. And come on up. I'm going to have to use my pillow again as we get into a seated position. And we're going to put our hands in front of our heart with gratitude. Then hands to the forehead for clarity and loving thoughts. Hands to our mouths for loving communication. And then hands to our heart for healing and loving intentions. I hope you found this flow helpful, and I wish you the best on your healing journey.